Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Okay, current blood sugar is now 7.4 and dropping. I took a correction up here and it's pretty well worked. I went straight down, well, not straight down, but there was a downward trend. It stopped and then went up to about 11, and now it's come down to 7.4. I have no insulin in the system, and dinner will be the next blood sugar. Time in range, we're sitting at 84%, which is good. This is sitting at 16%. 16 seems to be a number today. We're sitting at 84 in range, and the average sugar in millimoles is 8.9. So, all in all, pretty good. Today, we're going to continue with a check-in. I did a check-in earlier to describe what happened last night, and now we're going to do a check-in now about my meeting with my two things, diabetic nurse and also an agreement I signed with here at the care facility. So hopefully that's gonna really work out things. So sit back, grab your cup of coffee, tea, whatever, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we got together. She called me as usual, and I discussed it. First, I apologized for texting her on Saturday of a long weekend, but it was fine. She took a look at my blood sugars, and we decided that the temporary basal rate actually worked well for me. So, we're going to be using it a bit more. She took a look at my blood sugars. I seem to be starting a sort of plan that we have done before where I eat breakfast and then my blood sugars shoot right up. Today, we shot up to 16, and if I take a look on this, we really can't see because it's worked between the two black areas. So breakfast, and then it shot up, and then it was just probably settling into a number. When I came on, I saw it stuck around for a bit, and then I gave my correction. And my correction, this shouldn't be done as a correction for you because your diabetes is completely different than mine. But what I do is figure out how much insulin the pump would give me and times that by 1.5 and then inject that insulin into me. Came out today, I think, to 11.5, almost 12, so I took 11, just to be on the safe side. And it brought down my blood sugar now. Now, with the blood sugar, I'm feeling fine. My blood sugars are really sort of rapid. They're not sort of like a steady number. Though for years, I haven't really followed one plan. If I do this every single day, a certain plan, and follow that plan to the letter for every single day, I would get get into DKA, or I'd have an awful lot of lows, and those things just don't work out for me. So that's a correction what I did. Now, I think earlier we discussed the temporary target set, and that's always to 8.3. Let me just double check here. I'm not going to set it now, but temporary target is 8.3. So if we need it, we can have it, and we might use it if my blood sugar has dropped, like after dinner, it's dropped, and I really don't have a control, then we'll put I used it last night, and only because I was sick, as you know, to go watch the last check-in, which was yesterday, and learn that, okay, I got sick, so we did the check-in, did the temporary target, and I was stable all night. It just kept me at 8.9. The only problem is you don't get any corrections. I don't know how it keeps you at 8.3, but it doesn't give you corrections. So I don't know if you're low, you stay low, but it won't allow you to really go any higher, give you extra insulin. I don't know. But 8.3 is where we really want to be. So that's would if I so back like last night I got sick. I didn't keep any of my dinner down, and I vomited 3 times, and we did the temporary basal rate, and it worked. So there is a lot to say. Now, if you're sick, my diabetic nurse suggests, well, maybe we should use this. And I think she's right. If I'm sick, not eating, put it in temporary basal rate. You can set it for as long as you really want. For myself, I've done, my first time was 24 hours. Now, last night I did for 6. Tonight it'll probably be about 6 hours. No, maybe 8. It'll bring me, if I put it on. If I don't drop, then we'll be all happy. So that's basically was my appointment. Now, I also had a discussion today with the acting residential care coordinator, and our regular one is on vacation. So this one, she came up and came up with a plan, uh, an updated plan about the care of my insulin pump. Now, as some of you know, there was discussion that possibility I could be losing this and going to shots. We both know that this isn't the greatest thing, so she prepared this note. I just signed it. It was witnessed by an RN, and now it has to go to my doctor, which I think is will be satisfied with that. I'm not going to blame the health region that runs this establishment, and I wouldn't anyway. So basically, I'm going to assume all the liabilities of the pump, same as I would have if I was at home. So I feel good about it. I feel like we've made inroads today. So that was my meeting with my diabetic nurse and the ongoing saga of my diabetes living here at Trim. So have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye now. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me